Hello, Survivor! Awaken first though here for another episode of State of Survival. In today's video, I'm just gonna do Awaken bold prediction for SBS. So this is my opinion alone for this coming SBS. So let's see. So I picked a few state that I kind of like talk to the guy in there, or maybe have fought them in the water raid or previous SBS, and I see them, you know how they are, and I like to predict the outcome of this coming SBS. Alright guys, so the first one will be my state 104 versus 151. Okay, so as in the SBS wise, we are trailing by just a little bit on second stage here. I still have not fully level my doing my part yet, but I will do it in shortly, within 2 hour time frame. Alright, so my prediction for this is we will invade 151 and we will win because we are one. Very easy, right? Next up, another one that I have my super newbie account there is state 1 versus state 40. So both are older state. They won't have as much people will be there, and with the power wise and you know the amount active are pretty much similar. So in my prediction, I would say newer state 40, if they can bring enough manpower, they will overcome and win this SBS. Alright, next up, the famous state 35. We want state merge versus state 32 Grand Utopia. It's a rematch in this SBS. So Bra, which is the strongest guy in this game, not in your server, in this game. They have number 1 and number 3 player, and they have a few others that's very close to 1 billion's power. With Bra, I would say last time they pretty much beat up the DVD big time. So, and you know, as far as the big power unit, Big Bro, I think this is from what I heard. He said he will not attack any 2-star or below. So basically, you know, it's gonna be safer for those young player, but then again, this is a big powerhouse. I mean, I personally don't want to meet state 35. Very I think in my bold prediction, 35 gonna win again. Alright, next up, 178 Wanna Play versus 180 Champagne Room. They've been using interesting technique in their layout in case they were invaded for 178. So if you want to know what kind of strategy they have going on, I mean, check out that state. And we're gonna go check out on the SBS day, we're gonna have another session. Just gonna go and look at my prediction here. All right. Another interesting would be 11 versus 17. This one is it's gonna depends on how many people show up, or I mean how many people still locking on these type of state. So I mean my prediction would be 60 people total from both states and coming, not including foreign, so about 60 people total. Would be interesting how it's end up. State 30 versus State 53. So 30 Unity in Diver. 53 is the Invader Must Die. Alright, if you do not know 53 here have another Billions player, I believe. I think it's the name is similar to our LDN 1.3 billions power. Alright, so other will probably lead the 53 into victory. Not to mention they do have many player in 800 500 millions power, so it's gonna be a barbecue for them for but then again State 30, they are very good in water rate. There's a bunch of different allies in 30 that do water rate very well, so it'll be unique if it's a different play mechanic, but I mean I would say they're still pretty active in State 30. I like to see if they can bring enough firepower to bring down the big giant. Alright, next 54 United versus 58 Fight Club. Pretty much I don't think it's a competition in this SBS. 54 gonna win hand down. Alright, another good one is 138 One State versus 143 Victorious Mortis. So 143 have not lost their capital before. So on both states they have a pretty deep deck. The word deep deck means they have a lot of high power player, like or dominator gear or badge and or hero 80, so they are pretty much max stat. So it will be very interesting that who will invade. I just checked, 143 have never lost their capital. However, they did lost one SVS, but they were invading, so they did not lost it. They just lost SVS. So and yeah, this one would be something to watch. It's either 138 or 143. So we're gonna fine tune and check out their strategy and how it's going on SBS day. State 21 versus the family of 55. For sure, on this one it's just bold prediction. I would say 55 will win, simply because State 21 never changed the name of their state, so it just still say State 21 versus every other state. They changed the name, like most of the older state, like 1270, a lot of the state, not all of them, a lot of states they just changed to we want state merge. I do want state merge, just a bigger family building. Um, Another two state I have not actually contact them is state 120, where we did lost our the SBS last last 2 times ago. They do have their big allies, the Q allies that we fought in the 120. If you subscribe, you probably see the playlist of a 120 matchup. They do have a very strong player. However, they break. Their allies is no longer in play, and all people scatter. I don't know if it's for better or worse, but I still think 120 is a solid state. Still a bunch of active, a bunch of strong player. So, and they work together very well. So that's another thing that I'm gonna check on the SBS day. I'm gonna have to contact one of those people in 120 and see what state they're matching up with. And lastly, state 90. I haven't talked to them yet, but STL got one of the most solid deck as in allies. They are the master rank, or in showdown. What do they call this rank here? So yeah, this master rank in showdown. So they obviously have a pretty big deck here. So I like to see, can one big deck of allies can dominate it. However, they did lost to us in SBS in last time, simply because we are one, and they work as separate people, and their strategy, they have not meet anybody that like more competitive yet, so that's how they lost it. However, I cannot show the video of this SBS 90 versus 104. It's because I might have shown too much strategy in my video, so I have to remove them for future SBS. But other than that, man, don't forget to tune in on SBS Day, 1700 UTC, and I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next